to the Derby Little Secrets webcast, presented to you by Third Coast Digest. I'm Gloria Hull.
And I'm Dr. Awkward. Hi.
We're here at the Milwaukee County Sports Complex. It is the week of February 13th.
So tonight we're going to be talking to Termaskater from the Crazy Eights and Pop-Tart from the Rushin Rollettes about their bout and about what happened to Pop-Tart last month. If you'll remember, she took a nasty spill and got carted off, so we'll be asking her about that.
We're also going to talk to Beelzebub from Maiden Milwaukee about the block that she threw at the end of the overtime jam to handily defeat the Shevil Knevils. Grace Kelly will be joining us from the Shevils to talk about what it was like for her to play her first match against her former team.
So stay right there! Do it!
Crazy, welcome out. We may have an opportunity here to kind of make us some ground and give the Rushin Rollettes a run for their money. They certainly might, but on the outside there. Solid block. Justice lays down the law on Rushin Rollettes. Nobody's taking advantage of the fact that the jammer does not have to be in the zone. Wow! That was some seriously smooth skating. With 57 points, the Crazy Eights just could not keep up. The Rushin Rollettes with 120 points have won the game.
So we're here with the Termaskater of the Crazy Eights and Pop-Tart from the Rushin Rollettes, who came out victorious tonight. It was pretty neck and neck going into the half, but the Rollettes turned it on at the second half and pretty much pulled away and scored a commanding victory. So, Termy, tell us what happened.
We were actually poisoned at halftime, and that's and it wasn't even the Rollettes. It was a total random thing. It was very strange. But we played really well. Oh, it was the Rollettes. We played really well the first half, and they just stepped it up, and we didn't keep up. But we still had a lot of fun.
So, Pop-Tart, last time we saw you, you were on the ground in the last bout. You had a pretty serious injury and went to the hospital. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, I got hit and my feet just went out from under me and I fell right on my pelvic bone and yeah, it sucked and I had to go to the ER and they thought I shattered it. And
So what else happened there though?
well, right before they give you x-rays, they have to take a pregnancy test. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
And what did you find out?
I'm knocked up.
Wow! You hit the ground so hard you got pregnant.
Pretty much.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty knocked up.
So you're...
I'm still in shock.
There's really, are there degrees of knocked up? I don't think there are.
Well,
sort of a binary condition.
Because I'm really big.
Oh.
She finds out on Monday.
Oh.
Twins. So,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're out for the rest of the season then, though?
Because
you're not able to, you know. All right. Well, awesome. What do you see for the Russians the Rollettes for the rest of the year?
Winning.
Winning.
Yeah.
Winning. You heard it here first. Russians are winning.
Winners.
Rollettes are winning. Well, thanks so much, ladies, for coming out. We'll definitely be talking to you again as the season goes on.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
And this will most likely do it.
Rejected, sold out, able to continue scoring unopposed 5 points. Maiden Milwaukee.
All right, we're here with Grace Kelly, formerly of the Maiden Milwaukee team, now with the Shevil Knevils, and we have Beelzebub, who threw the key block in overtime tonight to give the Maidens their 99-point to 84-point victory. So let's talk about that block that you used to knock Skittle out of commission. What was going through your head other than, I'm skating?
Not to let her by me at all. No, she came up from behind and she was on the inside line. I saw the opportunity to knock her to the inside and she happened to cut the track, which centered the box. So that's it, I guess. I don't know.
So, you know, you're playing tonight against Grace Kelly. This is the first time that Grace Kelly has played her former team. Kelly, why don't you tell us what it felt like to lay some hits on some girls that you used to skate with?
Yeah, in the first half, it was kind of, you know, like let's just go out and see what's going on, and you know, it'll be a nice, fun, you know, friendly game. And in the second half, it was not so much that. There was some satisfying blocks in the second half of the game. So.
Ooh, what do we got going on here on the track?
A lot of spills, that's what's going on.
Grace Kelly looking at the back, trying to figure out just exactly what's happening.
Any particular blocks that you felt were real satisfying?
Well, the one that the refs called as a major elbow on Beelzebub. That sent me to the box. I thought it was clean, you know, put her on the ground. It was great, you know.
I did go down, I did, but yeah, you went to the box.
I cleaned up Soul after that too, I think.
I didn't
and
see that.
then took my trip to the box.
It happens.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, the Shevils came out really, really hard that second half. I don't think I've been that beat up and bruised. I don't know if my jaw's in the right place right now. Like, they really, they really brought it, and it was a great game. I mean, I felt like it was a solid game.
What do you think's in the future for you next week or next month?
I think that the Maidens, we've grown a lot as a team in the last couple months, and we've got a lot of new girls who are working up to their potential, and I think that we are a force to be reckoned with. When we're on, and I think we got a lot to offer to any team that takes us on. So,
Kelly, what do you think about the Shevils? Are you guys going to bring it back next month?
I think we brought it back in the second half.
You definitely did.
The thing that we talked about in the locker room was winners adjust, and that's exactly what we came out and did, and overtime is a coin flip, you know, essentially. So I think we're just, you know, we're on an upstroke, and we're going to keep it coming for next time.
Bringing it for the Rushin Rollettes.
Definitely.
All right. Well, you heard it here. We're going to see these guys again next month, March 13th, here at the Milwaukee County Sports Complex, and we'll see you there.
So hey, thanks once again for checking us out here on the interwebs. This is Derby Little Secrets, brought to you by ThirdCoastDigest.com, and we'd like to thank them once again for putting us up to this ridiculousness. Once again, Maiden Milwaukee came out on top against the Shevil Knevils in overtime, 99-85, and the Rushin Rollettes pretty much took care of business against the Crazy Eights with a final score of 120-57. So thanks for checking us out. We will be back on March 13th when who's going to be facing who, right?
Well, that's actually going to be the Shevil Knevils taking on the Rushin Rollettes, who are now the only undefeated team in the league. And Maiden Milwaukee will be taking on the Crazy Eights.
Sweet. So hey, we'll see you then. Bye.